Hey, 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 welcome to our podcast. This is Crystal Ryan,
And
and
Kimberly Tyler.
if you ain't trying to hang with us, then get on out of here because this is friendship.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So, girl, how was your week so far?
Um, it was pretty good. I mean, I really can't complain. Man, that eclipse was so awesome.
Nerd.
Like,
Wasn't
yes,
me, that was Kayla.
I know that was Jelly Bean. I was about to get her too. I love you, Jelly Bean.
I love you more.
I love you the most.
How are you?
Infinity. I'm doing
Why don't you
good.
blow
How,
in?
bitch?
Did you?
Eclipse was so cool. And let me tell you, and I don't know, it sounds a little crazy and it sounds kind of TikTokish, but like I swear I felt like something come over me. Like it was like this stillness and calmness. Like I just felt amazing.
My head just hurt. I got a headache. I've literally had a headache ever since. Well, since the day before it, really. So,
Oh wow.
yeah. But
How did your cats act?
okay, so that's funny because we've got three, including Kayla's
Yeah.
kitten. So Church and Silas were normal, but Dutch, the orange one, was wild. He kept running like back and forth between the window and the garage door and like jumping at things. He was crazy for the whole day, like the whole rest of the day.
Wow. I'm telling you, them animals can feel it. Like I could see like
Yeah.
the birds and the squirrels in my backyard. Like they were kind of going crazy at first. Like this one squirrel kept
hmm
running everywhere. Like cuz there's like leaves all on the ground. So it'd be like
I think they were
Oh.
confused, like they thought it was nighttime or something, because and the
Yeah.
dog's just laying down like it's bedtime, and I'm like, doing?
But then like when it was actually getting dark, they were just real still. Like they just laid wherever they
Yeah,
were.
it was weird. It was
It
weird,
was. It was amazing. I loved
but
it.
it was really cool, and I got some good selfies with it. So
Let me get a selfie.
I did right. I did that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not
It was
mad at
awesome.
it. Like if I
Yeah.
wasn't overtaken by the spirit, I would have gone selfie too.
What'd you do before you watched the eclipse?
Um
I'm just curious.
I'm sure you are.
Well,
I It was just, that natural high.
I'm sure. Sure it was. Speaking of natural highs, what was your lit of the week, Kim?
My lit of the week, for sure.
Right?
I mean, like, there's nothing else that can top that moment because that was like, a rare moment, and another one won't happen like that until I think they said 2044. So we'll be like,
Yeah. And it won't cross that same pathway. Like it won't cross that same
oh,
Ohio to Texas like it did. But it won't do
yeah.
that again for like 900 years. So,
Whoa, so we're never get
yeah.
that again.
Yeah,
Well,
so it
wherever it's
really was
going.
kind of like a life and once in a lifetime thing for us. Yeah.
Well,
So
let's make a deal. If we're still, in our right minds at 6, we should go
I make no
wherever.
promises.
I ain't making no promises either, but I'm just saying it's an idea. What was your lit of the
Lord.
week, girl?
I mean, mine was probably Eclipse too. Plus, where I work, they're really cool, so they gave us like a 3-hour break. to go home and, like, watch it
Oh,
with your family or your
wow.
kids or whatever,
Y
so,
yeah.
um, I had me a nice little break too, and Bub was there, and he loves space stuff, so he was nerding out on the front lawn, having himself a good old time. So
I'm not mad at that. I
right,
was
so
like,
that's probably mine too, honestly. It's a pretty big deal. And Saturday, me and Jelly Bean are going to, a concert. It's not really my cup of tea because 'cause I'm not a huge country fan, but she loves Parker McCollum, so I told
"Oh,
her I'd go with
okay.
her. So it'll be fun.
Well,
I mean, I know, like, 2
yeah."
songs.
I was gonna say it's gonna be fun regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
Just
dress the part.
yeah.
I got some bell bottoms and a fringy top. It'll be fine.
Oh.
So
You're gonna
so
be
what was
like
your
your Mimi.
hangover of the Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, what was your hangover of the week? Did you have anything?
Oh, hangover over the week. Dang, I honestly I don't really feel like I have one.
Yeah, you've been on that natural
Um,
high since the eclipse on Tuesday.
it's like 93% accurate, you know.
I'd say 99, but it's fine. You can downplay it if you want to. Man.
No, but I mean it's been a good week. Like I even I have to work this weekend, but I had to work Tuesday and it was like a really
Mhm.
good day. Like it had been a little while since I had seen my peoples, and
Mhm.
it was just nice to see them, and they were glad that I was back. So it was a good day.
Oh, good. That makes it for a nice comeback when you get a few days off because it's already kind of hard to go back to work when you've had some
Oh
days off.
yeah,
So you be struggling.
man, you do be struggling. Like sometimes you be having like that little, not like panic attack, but like existential crisis moment. You be like, what am I
Do I need
doing
this
with my
job?
life? I've done that so many times with other jobs just because I wanted to stay in my bed. And I'd be like, and there was been a couple of them that I did that.
Same.
And your
Or like the
hangover.
job, I'll say like the job that you quit, and then you'll be like, "Ugh, I should go back." So then I'll tell these people like, I'd like to come back, and they're like, okay, and then I don't show up because really I don't want to go back.
Yes.
I've done that
'Cause
twice in Texas. Mm.
I've done that where I think just twice in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I don't really care.
Or like, really, when I worked at Pizza Hut, and then I quit, and I was like, I need to go back. That was an easy job. So I go
Yeah.
back, and it was for like 3 weeks. I'm like, fuck this job.
I mean, Pizza Hut is like it sucks. Especially when you have managers that like to to smack your butt and shit. It's not
or like,
fun.
or like when
At-
you get cornered in a walk-in freezer. Girl, let me touch that booty. No, no. Please don't touch my booty. I know no one else is gonna think it's as funny as I do. It's fine.
They're gonna be like, you guys have been sexually harassed, and you're laughing.
You're laughing about it. Fine. Not by just men, women too.
This is true.
Oh my
You
god.
know, in fact, here's a good story that's a good example of that.
Oh no.
There was this girl that we were friends with, and me and her had never worked together, but Crystal and her worked together. And we would hang out sometimes, but I don't think she really liked me. I think she tolerated me because she know we were going to be hanging out, so she wants to hang out too. So there's this time we were having a little hangout at our house, and we're gonna have drinks and everything. And everybody knows that when it comes to shots, I am a lightweight. Like after so many, I'm gonna get sick every time, and I'm gonna be passed out at that toilet for the rest of the night. Like there's no even I can't even get up. I have to lay there. So, anyways, just so you guys can get the picture here. One night we had a couple friends that also worked at Pizza Hut. And one of them, she had a crush on. And me and this guy, like, we had already kind of semi hooked up. But it wasn't really going anything beyond that because of a weird hookup. I'll touch into that one a little later. But that's for everyone. Everyone's getting these regular shot glasses. She's gonna hand me this double shot looking mug glass and fill it with vodka. And I'm like, why are you giving me this glass? But I'm like, that's what I'm thinking initially. But I'm not trying to. I'm just gonna go with it.
She kind of looks like no bitch. She's like, I'm gonna take this shot.
Exactly. But man, she made sure she took my
while
ass
you were
out.
trying to take it, your face was like.
And yes, I was the one that drank it all, but she could have gave me a different glass.
And we were at my house too, and I've got like 50,000 regular shot glasses.
Like you had a shot glass from every state that you've been to.
I still do. That collection's still growing. What's this you doing? What? Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
Colton just wanted a hug.
Good night, Peanut.
Oh, he peaced out.
He said,
just give me a hug.
That's so cute. But yeah, so she was trying to take me out, and I did end up having to go upstairs and lay in the bathroom.
And thank God that place had 2 bathrooms.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. Actually harassed, but
she got alcohol abused in a different kind of way.
I got drugged.
But what makes it crazy, that's not the only time she did that. Like, it happened on a couple occasions. She gave you this big old boot-looking shot glass. I'm like, Kim, just put it down. It's fine. It's okay. She was a hot mess anyways. Hot mess.
Man, I was a hot mess. And that girl, she was a hot mess. There's other
I think
stories
everybody
with
that worked
at
at Pizza Hut. Oh God, yeah. I think everyone at Pizza Hut was a hot mess.
Yes, but that's what made it fun.
It was fun. Do you remember that one night when I called you and I'm like, Kim, just put your phone on speaker, and it was that Jeremy Jordan song playing extra loud. Do you remember that? I don't know why, but it popped in my head the other day because it was that My Kind of Love or whatever from the Airborne movie.
Oh shoot! I forgot about that song. I'm about to download that on that.
I still got it. I don't know why, but the whole memory pops in my head the other day. And I'm like, why did I make Kim listen to this song out of nowhere? Like, it did not pertain to anything. Like, my love is good enough.
My love is good enough.
it's a bop for real. Like, let's not even play. It's a bop. And that movie's awesome. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. That's true. What we were gonna talk about.
I think we're just kinda winging it tonight, guys. That's what we're doing. Just seeing where the road takes us.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, we don't wanna, like, just stay on the same timeline of telling the
Yeah, we don't have
stories
to do a
every time.
chronological order of life events. I mean, we can, but we don't have to. I mean, we can talk about, pets we've had and that craziness.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk we can
Mine's
talk
right
about
there.
we can talk about I see it. We can talk about cars we've drove. I don't care. All right, let me ask you this. So
Okay.
you moved to Kentucky, um,
Mhm.
to be close to me because you're a real one. Um,
'Cause I
what do
love
you
you.
think? I love you. What do you think the most fun we had? Which house? Because we lived in a couple of different ones together. So you've got Fort Knox, and then
Okay.
you've
Well, there's
got
2 on Fort Knox.
that's
Sorry,
true.
are you meaning, like, just Fort Knox in general, like
Yeah,
or
because I
do you
didn't
still
stay
want
at
me
the
to pick?
first one very long when you
Okay.
came. I think you helped me move into the big, nice house.
Yeah.
Which house-wise, that was probably my favorite house because it was nice.
It was. I
But
loved that.
I feel like
The
we
most
had the
fun.
most fun was probably Deepwood. We were
Right.
crazy, but we had fun.
I feel like I can see what you're saying. Like, we definitely were busy during that
That was
time.
what did I used to call this was our ruthless era or
Yeah.
reckless era. It was
I think
something.
it
So I was like,
was.
I just don't give a fuck no more.
I know that's right, 'cause it was, like, kind of rough, though, but it
It
was fun.
was. But we were like,
I don't.
I'ma do what I do when I do it. Do you remember us saying that all the
Yes. I think I even had it as my Instagram handle for a long
I
time.
think I did too. I think it was like in my little bio thing.
I had so much fun at Fort Knox.
I feel like I had happier memories at Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a
Maybe that.
home.
Yeah. But it was so fun because, like, we partied so much, but it was like it wasn't this craziness, it was like we're still in this,
A safe
like,
area.
safe area. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just, we're just supporting each other through these hard times of,
And
like,
nobody parties
deployments and
harder than a soldier. I just want to put that out there.
that's facts.
Do you remember?
Facts.
Do you remember the guy at the so Fort Knox had so when we first moved there, Hardin County, which is where Fort Knox is, was a dry county. So you couldn't drink like out in town anywhere. So but you could drink on post because it's a military installation. So
Yeah.
they had a bar called the Landing Zone.
Yes.
And we would go there. Like I'd close Pizza Hut and go home, shower, and go straight to the landing zone. And you remember that guy that came up to us and he kept asking people if they would suck his and he's hitting that homegirl real hard. You know who. And
Oh, yeah.
she's thinking about it. And we're all like, girl, you cannot do that. You gotta calm down. Same dude tries to walk out the front doors. It's glass. He breaks them. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I do
And he
remember
starts
that.
banging his head on him, and he's on going crazy because nobody wanted to give him head.
So they party hard, and some of them are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful or,
I think
you
some of them
know,
finally get to cut loose, you know what I mean? Like, because after boot camp and all that, it's like they're
hmm
ready to just do whatever. So some of them get a little more wild than others.
some of the wives too.
That's an understatement. Them hoes are crazy. I can
Man, I
say
mean,
that. You remember
can.
a wife swap across the street?
Girl, I'll never forget wife swap across the street. I had a stalker.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That was the
Mm.
craziest moment of my life, and I've been through a lot of crazy moments.
It ranks up in the top 3 for sure.
I
For
mean, it
sure.
really does. Okay, girl, I'll let you tell them how we first met wife swap.
Did we first meet him because of Keith?
Yes.
Okay. So, Fort Knox, obviously, lots of different, battalions, whatever you want to call them, squads, all that good stuff. So, this guy was not in Keith's, like, unit or anything like that. And him and his wife lived, like, catty corner from us. They weren't directly across the street. They were down a little ways. And, I don't really remember how him and Keith really started talking at first. If
Yeah.
you know, you can fill that in. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I
I
think
don't
he said
either.
he
I
was
don't know
just
if we were
sitting
just like outside
outside.
having a cigarette and he just walked
Well,
up.
no, you and me, we were coming from Ashley's house.
Okay. And he was out there talking to
And
Keith.
yeah, him and his
Okay.
wife.
And his wife. And then like he's talking to Keith, like, and he's kind of like really pumping his wife up. Like she's this, like he's bragging in a weird way, right? Like it don't sit right with anybody. Like we're all just kind of like, what? Why are we talking about this? And then he like gonna slide in there, like, let's have a wife swap. And if y'all could have seen this man's face, like Keith, because Keith doesn't share well. Okay. You can bum a cigarette, but you're not taking his woman. That's not happening. His face was just kind of, and he's trying to keep it cool because at this point he's an NCO. So like he's a sergeant. He's gotta like, you know, he's got some responsibility at that point. So he's just kind of like, yeah, man, I'm not really into that. That's not what we do, but
Right.
we'll find someone. It's kind of like, ain't at this house though. And
Hell
we hit Keith
no.
up a couple times, like texting, like, and the wife,
Really?
yeah, the wife would hit up Keith like, "Oh, we should still do this," and Keith's like, "No, no, we're not doing this. I got babies in this house. Like, what are you thinking?" So that's how he came into the realm.
I didn't get to meet the wife. I've only had seen her because I can see her from across the street. And they
Right.
always I think they were always arguing. You could always hear
Mm.
them in the backyard arguing, wherever they was outside arguing.
Oh yeah.
But met him that one time the first time he talked to Keith, because I was
Right.
walking through the doorway. I didn't even stop to talk to anybody because
Thank
I
God
was
for that.
I was messed up. I needed to lay down.
That's like we've been partying at Ashley's.
Yeah, we were having
Yeah.
fun.
It got weird
So
real quick.
yeah, it did. So anyway, fast forward maybe like a few days after that, and I was sitting on the front porch, smoking. Walks over, and he's just talking, and I'm trying to be nice because I'm not a rude person. I don't like to be mean to people. And I'm just like, yeah, yeah. And so like as soon as I finished my cigarette, I was like, all right, I'm going inside.
Right.
So I don't think any of it after that. And then I think one time it was when me and you and Keith, all of us were just hanging out and we were having like just like wine coolers or whatever. And we were in the backyard and he came back
Okay.
there. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He's like just talking and just like trying to drink my drink. I was like, damn, how you just gonna
Let
come
me
to the
just step off that
backyard?
drink.
Probably a week or 2 after that, you and Keith and the kids, you guys went up to Ohio to, see the family, and I stayed there, and, I'm watching I can remember what I was watching too, because I was watching Pretty Little Liars, and it was the first time I had ever watched Pretty Little Liars, so I was in it. And all of a sudden, like, someone's knocking on the door, and, like, I can kinda see in the window who it is, and I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I'm, like, getting down on the ground because I didn't want him to see me, and he's, like, knocking, and then he decides to go all the way to the backyard,
That's
like,
right.
you have to open a gate to get back there. It's not like it's
Mhm.
just there's no fence or anything.
And the back
So
door
you
were them sliding glass doors or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So he goes to knock on that door, and I'm, like, freaking out. I'm like, I can't remember if I text you or call you. I'm like,
You
"Girl."
called, like, you called me because Keith was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. I was like, "I don't know if I should call the police or not." But I did end up calling them. So I went upstairs to kinda hide because I figured I don't think he's gonna be dumb enough to, like, try to break in the house.
Right.
I mean, it was crazy enough to go to that backyard, but I didn't think he was gonna do anything else. So, I had end up calling this guy that I was kind of talking to. He was in the, military too, and I'm telling him what's happening. He's like, "Well, I mean, you alright right now, right?" And I'm like, "Dang, you can't just come over to make sure." So, he ended up coming by and just kinda, like, just showing that he wants the dude to know that he's there.
Yeah.
But then he leaves, like, 20 minutes later. That was that with that guy, like, that dude was crazy. He ended up
I
getting
don't even
arrested
know
by
what
the
his real
military
name was.
police.
I never knew what his real name was. We just
Uh,
kept calling him Old Wife
I
Swap.
can't remember now either. I just remember he was
Mm-mm.
from Cleveland.
Was he?
Mhm.
Hmm.
'Cause that's how, like, I guess he kinda bonded with everybody because we were all from Ohio.
Good lord. That is not nothing to bond over, by the way. It's just a state.
So, it's
We met some odd ones there in old Fort Knox. We need to
yes.
talk about your first army soldier experience.
Oh my gosh. Man.
Side note, I wish you just came out to El Paso because there was way better, like, group of men that we knew. And I say
Yeah,
that
but
loosely, but still.
time though, I think I was dating someone.
You were
So,
your
but I
older
probably
gentleman
shoulda went.
friend.
Yes. I was my senior. Oh my gosh.
That
I'll
man
I'll
gave
get to that
gave me a
one.
headache. That man gave me a headache. I wasn't even there. Good grief.
But, so the first military guy, that's a funny story.
A great story.
So, I was meeting up with this guy that was in the same battalion as Keith, like,
Mhm.
wasn't he,
Same
like, in
unit,
the
I think, and all that.
same unit? Yeah.
Section. Yeah.
Yeah, same section. Like, he was telling me, like, "Yeah, he's a nice guy," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But, coming over to hang out with all of us. Wait, oh my gosh. I don't know if I can tell this story.
I think you have to. I think you have to. We're in too deep now. I'm waiting for
Okay.
everything. I think I need to relive it.
Okay, so I think didn't like we all like drink or something?
Yeah, probably just something low key or something.
Yeah, like we were drinking, and then I think there was like a wrestling match that was on that night. So they were they were both well, everybody was watching it. And I'm thinking he's gonna go home and go about whatever he does because they had work the next day. But no, he decides he's gonna stay the whole night. And that was the longest night of my life. Like I could I couldn't sleep. So like I was like farting up the place.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like the first time you spit like with somebody, you're just blowing off.
Well, I mean, he could help. He was asleep.
Okay. He could have watched what he ate before he went to bed. I'm just saying. He wasn't like some old man who has no control, by the way. He's like in his mid-20s.
Finally, like the first morning bell goes off. And so like he gets up. That's another cool thing about living at Fort Knox. You can tell what time of the day it is because they have little like horn signals. Like
Yeah,
there's
little PA signals going off, yeah.
yeah, it's so cool. There is even one they play the taps at night. It's
It's
pretty
my
awesome.
favorite, yes. I do miss
Yes,
that. I do miss
I do
that. It was
too.
nice. But everybody go to bed.
But anyways, I got off track.
I bet you did.
Oh. 4 in the morning because I think they have what PT at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it was like 4:30.
Something. Yeah, so he finally gets up and leave, and I'm like, finally, I can go to sleep. But then out of the corner of my eye, I saw the hugest effing spider I've ever seen in my life. Right in my room, like funny part about it, where this spider was, that's where this dude's clothes was laying. So
We're
this
fully convinced
dude,
the spider came with homeboy.
he had to come with homeboy because I don't know how else the spider got in there. We ain't never seen no other spider like that ever again.
That's true.
So, so it's like early in the morning. I'm going into like Chris. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, there's a huge ass spider in my room. You're like, what? I'm like, come here. Girl, at first you were trying to like find it, and when you saw it, you was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, and that joker was fast.
I remember we was jumping around, girl. We was spooked, but you got it though.
You gotta learn how to kill them and handle the boys. You got choice. Yeah, I'm almost done. You see
Hi,
Kim?
Peanut. Oh, look at that little face.
Yeah, that's cute.
You
Alright,
always
you go.
make pretty babies.
Oh, thanks. Alright, I need you to go. I'm almost done. Okay? Yeah. I'll stay. You gotta go. I can't climb on you. No, you can't climb on me. Shit.
Man, but you were brave, girl. You got it.
I
So
take
not
that step.
only
over the bugs here in Texas. Forget that mess. I was scared.
Oh, I can only imagine.
They've got these water bugs, but they look like big roaches and they fly. Okay, so
Gosh.
first I didn't even know they flew. Like I seen it and I'm like, oh my god, bug, somebody. Right, like I'm having a full blown anxiety attack. My heart rate is 175. Okay,
Oh
it's
no,
crawling up the
girl.
wall. Shh. And then it flies at me. I'm done. Okay, like my heart has fell out of my butt. I'm done. Okay. Oh, Colton's the heck gonna be like, it's just a water bug. Just a water bug. It's the size of my big toe. Okay.
Oh
It's
my
not just a
gosh.
bug. It's huge.
I would die, girl. I would just
I thought about it. I thought I did.
man. Like those are the bugs we're gonna get if we had moved to Georgia.
Palmetto bugs. Keith had those in Florida too. They weren't in the house, but they were outside. Still, I don't want to see that when I walk out on the porch either. I don't do insects. I don't do reptiles. I don't do any of that. I
No.
like cats. I like dogs. That's it. I don't even like bunnies. Okay, because it's really a big mouse. I don't like bunnies.
Yes, all they do is eat and poop.
Yes. And remember when Kayla had that bunny and it was like Satan?
Thing was funky too.
And it was mean. And it only liked Keith. Which already makes me feel a certain kind of way. Because you're going to pick one person in the house and that's the one you pick. Baby, look at this cat. Look at this cat. What is he
He's
doing?
still acting. He reminds me of Smokey.
Oh, he's black this long.
Oh, okay, he is. Yeah, and Smokey was
Yeah.
gray.
Kayla's vampire cat. Man,
Huh?
we could do a whole month about Fort Knox.
Fort Knox
Just
is
Fort
awesome.
Knox. That
I think
doesn't
we
even
should,
include
like-
Wellington or Deepwood or Louisville.
Cool. We should do like segments. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys want us to do like little segments of like the Fort Knox life? And then, still talk about other stuff within the friend timeline. Let us know.
Yes.
Yeah, because that would be fun. I wouldn't
I
mind
think that would be
rehashing
fun
those
too.
memories.
And we've got a lot
Yeah.
of good stuff from that happened during that time. Like not all kinds of sadness or anything. It's just some good
It was
stuff.
good time.
I wish I could I wish I still had my iCloud account from then, from my iPod. I mean, like, just log into that same account. Because I have these
Yeah.
videos of Keith when he was high. He was singing into the A1 bottle.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
I remember
And he was
that.
singing
Yeah.
those cadences for the artillery. And that shit was funny. And, like,
It was hilarious.
like, Keith is funny, but only, like, it's hard to describe because he can be very serious and he can be a straight up just asshole. But like when it would just be the three of us, he was funny. You know, when we were watching Gigolos. You were watching Gigolos with Keith. He was like, "Why are we watching this?" And we're like, "Because it's great." And then he's all into it.
It was also the show of
That's
our
a great
time.
show. That's a great show. I don't care what anyone says.
It was on Showtime, and it was these guys that were gigolos in Las Vegas. And like two of them were these older guys.
Did you see that one of them went to prison?
Yeah, because he like killed. Yeah, but wasn't that crazy? And when he didn't even look like the kind of guy that would do that.
No, but my favorite was the older guy, Brace. Oh yeah, Brace.
He stayed on the show for a long time. I think they did like a newer season of it before, and he was still on there. Yeah,
girl, he's making those coins.
He says, "Shoot, I got to. Social Security ain't check cutting."
You can't go 401k in Gigolo World. I got to keep making this
Hell no.
paper.
I used to like that guy. What was the other one? He was the other older guy. Was his name Barry? Or was that from? No, Barry was from.
Pawn Stars, girl. Or not Pawn Stars, Storage Wars.
Yeah, Barry's from Storage Wars.
His
Never
kid
mind.
used to make us watch Storage Wars. He's like, if I gotta watch Gigolos, you bitches are watching Storage Wars. You know,
But we
compromise.
watched it though.
We did. That's a real marriage right there, y'all. I'm just saying. It's all about compromise. Yeah.
Crazy episode.
It's gonna be all over the place. It's fine though. It's fine.
What should we call it?
I don't know. Call it wife swap for all I care.
For that too.
We'll be thinking they're getting some juicy stuff. When they hear the story, they're like, oh, it's a creep.
Not enough, man.
That's true. That's true.
You know what? What's funny? Like earlier, you said, you had like a memory pop up in your head today. Yesterday, I had that memory pop up when we went to that like little haunted house thing at the baseball stadium.
Y'all put me in the back. I'm just saying, that's rude.
Where did you want
I was the slowest person. You're like, yeah, put the 4'10" girl in the back. It's fine. She's fine.
I was scared.
I'm all punching you at one point. I'm like, move out of the way.
You remember towards like the end of that one segment with the hockey players?
We tried to break the crime scene tape.
We're trying caution tape.
Finally, the guy's like, it's this way. Good Lord.
And like both you and Tina was like, wait for me to break this tape.
Good Lord. We were still scared when we went to the haunted house in Louisville. That was funny too.
Oh man, it was fun. It was fun.
That was
but
fun.
I don't like that kind of stuff.
Where'd you go?
Did you make me?
That's because I like that kind of stuff, and you gotta take one for the team.
I know. That's why I do it.
Good times.
Man.
Good times. Plus, we had fun dates that night. That was a fun night. We went to Louisville.
That was a fun night. Yeah.
This time. And we went to stay, so after the Halloween thing, I think you drove us back home in the dark.
Yeah. I did. That was a very strange car ride. And not what was going on in the back seat.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just riding down 31W.
But like out of the blue, like this ex that I had in Kentucky had called me. So I'm on the phone with this dude talking about like having this awkward conversation about our relationship.
And it's on the Bluetooth thing. Like it was through the car. It's through the car.
Right. So it's just crazy. Like I'm having this conversation and there's backseat activities happening at the same time.
Oh my God, I was just drunk. I say that, but I probably still would have done it sober. I'm just not even gonna lie. I just like to have a little spontaneity, whatever you want to call it.
She likes that adventure. Adventurism. I don't know if that's a kink or what.
I don't even want to talk about the weird places. I think it was like an outdoor adventure for a little while. I don't know.
Say that in a rural area of Kentucky, you had sex next to some railroad tracks.
I don't know who can
I
say that.
mean,
She sounds like a
has to
hoe.
be or maybe she's just, a naturist and she loves the atmosphere.
She just likes to be in touch with the world around her, I think. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I think so too.
That was in bullet.
I know this episode was kind of all over the place,
Yes,
but
y'all. Sorry about that.
we
We can
wanted to
definitely
just do
touch
something
back.
different.
Yeah, we can definitely touch back on anything anyone wants to hear about. If y'all have ideas or topics in mind or questions, comments, concerns, feel free feel free to hit us up. YouTube, Instagram, the email. What's the email?
Email is friendship2024@gmail.com. Don't
Yes.
forget to use the I. That's the
The
only
email
thing
has
that
the
has the
I.
full
Yes.
yes.
Yes. All
We
right.
hope that you enjoyed this episode, and now you know that we're crazy and we have problems.
Yeah, it's okay though. It's okay.
I'm confident because God got me.
He
God got
does.
me.
He does. All
All
right.
right. See you guys
Well,
next week.
see ya.
Bye.